Good everybody, my name is Awesomecrunch and welcome back to Subnautica news. Now, it hasn't been a while since I did the last one, but I thought I might as well get them out as quickly as possible to you guys, because I know it's best to keep on top of it, because otherwise I just fall behind and then I don't cover things. So, this is another one. It should be quite short, but it should contain some stuff that might interest you guys. Okay, and I've noticed a bug when you climb up the ladder, and you climb out of the life pod, and then you turn around to go back over it from this angle. You slide really slowly. I don't know whether that's just when you're looking down. No, you walk slowly when you're looking up as well. It's just it's just weird. You don't have any foot animations. When you look down really far, you hardly move at all, and then you suddenly move if you look at a different angle. So that's just an interesting bug. I thought the dev might want to see that. So yeah, that's cool. There's only really one bit of news in the game today. The rest of it is Trello based. This bit of metal is inside this thing. Not sure if it's always like that, but I've never noticed that before. So first bit of news is the only bit of news that's actually in the game at the moment, and it relates to the last video with the two Ghost Leviathans, the one in the Bones Field and the one in the Grand Reef. And I do know that there is one in the Lost Forest. I just haven't... Lost River Forest, sorry. I just haven't covered it yet because it's just the same as the one in the Bones Field. Jesus Christ. Yeah, basically everyone in the last video agreed with me that they think that this Ghost Leviathan... Oh my god, that's terrifying. It's like screaming as it comes down towards me. This Ghost Leviathan is definitely smaller than the one in the Grand Reef, and there are actually pictures on the wiki of the comparison. So if I can't actually get the comparison in-game today, then I will put up the picture of the comparison that's on the wiki. So thank you to everyone in the comments that agreed with me. Oh yeah, according to Trello, they're thinking of changing the map on the Sea Glide, making it better, something like that. So that's cool, if you think it needs a change. I don't honestly use it. I think it's really cool, but I think it would be better if you could like put upgrades into it to kind of like the scanner room, where you could perhaps see materials on it. For example, if I was swimming along, this aluminium oxide would show up as like a red dot on it, or something like that. Or maybe if enemies would show up on it, I'm not sure. Just make it a bit more useful, because at the moment it doesn't really have a use to me. I don't use it. It's just kind of there. The battery thing's useful though. It's definitely useful. It is super hard to tell. I don't know whether they are the same size because I've spawned them wrong. But either way, I'll show the screenshot now that's on the wiki. That definitely shows that they are different sizes. So yeah, that's a thing that exists. And that's pretty much the only thing in-game at the moment that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, so the next bits of news are actually based on Trello, and they're the only bits of news left. There's some stuff about the enzyme curable cinematic, which we learned about yesterday. And it's basically they're asking for a programmer to allow it so that you only can do it once and stuff like that. So you can read that if you want to, but it's not particularly interesting from a story point of view. It's just, well, it's game development talk. This is an interesting one. Basically, this is something for after 1.0, as it says there, ultra low priority. So perhaps first patch after version 1.0 is released. But basically, the player uses a general pose like a generic gripping pose to latch onto a fish and ride along with it. Would need idle animations for various directions so that the player body trails behind the fish swim direction, possibly a slow, more relaxed set, and a fast set for when on a fast moving creature. So that's an interesting thing. It's a thing that I think people have asked for a long time, since the very beginning, and I think in one of my very, very first videos of Subnautica, I said that I wish we could ride on it. Something like that. I remember talking about it in one of them. So that's a thing now, apparently, that they want to add, and I think that would be cool. So maybe when you tame a stalker with a peeper, you'd be able to ride on alongside it. Be awesome if you could ride a sea dragon, but somehow I see that slightly unlikely. It would also be cool if you could ride sea emperors, but equally I find that. Maybe you could ride the juveniles when they come out of the warp gate. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's a model for the power transmitter. This was only added yesterday actually, so I should probably cover this as well. That looks amazing. At the moment, they're kind of like elongated diamonds that you just stab into the floor. These look amazing. So I can't wait for them to be in game if they do use that model, which I hope they do, because it looks really, really cool. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much all there is for the news today. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. If you're feeling really, really generous, subscribe to McCrunchy's Day. But until next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra, my friends.